So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback. That sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On second down, it's Gibson, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Harris returning. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action. Alford. He'll buy some time right. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Alford. Flushed out right. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Watch safety green, watch right left.
They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Hey, now, you got 58. Check four.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Hey, alert three.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Mike 50.
A handoff for Gibson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Vic Fangio, an old-school coach, but he's going to go for it here on fourth. They'll go. It's Gibson, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
To throw on second down, Alford. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They go play action here on first down. Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts. 7 yards to pick up there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it is 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Tighten up. Finds the mic. Finds the mic. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Here's Rodgers. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Over here.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Mike 8. Mike 8. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers got a man. It's Gibson complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a 2nd down at 6.
That's the way. Mike 5. You must be getting tired. All right. Switch.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
4 down. Even.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
You ain't doing nothing today. 26.
Rodgers now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. There he goes left side. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Waters. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Mike 8. Coming to you.
Throwing is Rodgers. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
On 1st down, Waters. sacks for him on the season.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Kyle Pitts,
his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Tucker now to add the point after. Just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Here we go. 58.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Second and 10.
50. I don't think you got it, son. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got it.
To throw is Rodgers. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 29, Rodgers out quickly to Jeudy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. One final try now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Las Vegas, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will head back home.